What's up, Summoners? King Blair here. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make an effective defense team. This is a question that I see posted everywhere, and it seems that people really don't know how to build teams, and they just kind of try to slap on as many ML or meta units as they have, and try to climb with that, and try to defend themselves with that. And I'm here to tell you that is not what you should be doing. That will get you cleaved out of your mind. It will get you tanked out of your mind. And you don't want that. So we're going to be talking about it. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, especially the subscribe one, y'all. I like it when those numbers go up, and it really, really helps. I know there's people out there that watch my videos and don't subscribe, so make sure you do. This is it. I'm calling y'all out. But all right, let's get into it. So one of the biggest things, yeah, you'll see this. I got into champion finally. And one of the biggest reasons as I was climbing, I realized I wasn't having as much troubles beating the teams that I thought were broken. And I realized the teams that were more unique were the teams that I actually struggled with the most. So one of the things I want to tell you guys before I start is you do not have to have MLK. Like you see these people with MLK, you don't have to have MLK. You don't have to have Arbiter Vildred to make an amazing defense, because there are some defenses out there that are just so freaking unique that it just blows my mind how people come up with these. And those are the defenses that honestly, those players are going to be climbing hard. And I see all these defenses, especially in Champion, these are all easy claps. Like I can beat most of these with a cleave team, except for the second one. That one's actually a really good defense, and I'll talk about why. But this is also very important because up until Roana, the meta was just Charles SSB, Arbiter Vildred, and MLCC. And that formula worked so well that people forgot how to build a proper defense. And to climb, you have to have a good defense. Y'all see my defense? Yeah, it doesn't win a lot, but it doesn't get attacked a lot. Like every day, it gets less than six people attacking it. Even if I'm losing all the times they attack, that means that I only have to worry about beating 6 people that day to catch up, and I get about at least 10 flags that day, plus like 10 more if I just play the game. So as long as I have above a 50% win rate, as long as I have above like a 60% win rate, I'm gonna be climbing. And that's the big thing. So that's why a good defense is so important. And it's something that you need to focus on. There are a lot of units I can go over that are really good for defense, but I want to give you guys the tools to be creative. I don't want to just tell you a defense team that works really well, which I will tell you one that I think is really unique, that I was talking about, that I think is one of the best defenses out there, that I think is just insane how good that defense is. But I'll just give you the tools so you guys can build a good defense on your own. Y'all don't need to watch all these fake YouTube videos. Not this one, but let's just get into it. So, oh shoot, I forgot to put my defense back. So I need to do this fast because I don't want to get absolutely clapped because I took off my defense. But let's just talk about it. So you see my Bazaar there? I do have my Bazaar in there. So in building an arena team, you have a decision you have to make at the very beginning. And that decision is something that is up to you on what you want to go for, but you have to make sure you commit to one or the other. So the two choices you have are, do I want a team that is going to be stupid fast, and I know my units are geared amazing for speed, I got the luckiest roll, my Bazaar is over 270 speed, I'm going to go for a full speed offense team. This is really big if you have Lilibet, not Lilibet, Lidica, FL, like ML Lidica. This is what you want to do. You go for speed. On the other hand, if you're another player, speed RNG messed you up, you're getting clapped, you're like, all right, my fastest unit is 220. That's the fastest I can get. I can't get any faster. Then you want to go for a strong stall offense that actually can be anti-cleave. So that's your two options. So that's where you want to start off with. So speed, it's really simple. If you're trying to do a speed defense, your one and only goal is to get that turn 1. So how do you do that? You're going to slap on someone that gives speed to the whole team, maybe 2. You're going to put them there. You're going to put the unit that's going to go first. So that's going to set up your team. So that could be Bazaar. And the one that I would say, if you have, this is the best thing you can do, is put your ML Lidica. She is stupid bonkers with this, because it's just so dumb how good she is right now. Like she literally just kills people. And then you put someone that gives you speed that also can do a lot of damage. Some other free to play options if you don't have an ML Shuri, which are actually better than ML Shuri, is going to be what you might call it, Mursa, the 3-star light unit. She's really really good. She has like a 50% evade chance, and she hits like a truck. She's a really really solid unit. She's hard to kill. She does damage, and she gives your whole team speed. So that's someone you can use. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna put that, and then you're gonna put something else that it's like something that can debuff, but also do damage at the same time. Usually in this spot, I would put like Tenebria if I had a Tenebria. But what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll put their Sids. Because again, Sid, more speed, they're pushing their advantage. They're pushing a lot of the skills that they have. So okay, what's the last one? The last one is going to be your buffer, because once you set up, you have to have someone giving you attack. This can be a wide variety of units. A lot of people like to go for Yuna. The other one that I've seen more recently that works really, really well with this team is Sinful Angelica, who's the ML 4-star. Because she just does a really good job of giving speed and attack. And once she does her ultimate, she can also take care of Arbiter Vildreds if people try to kill you with Arbiter Vildred. And that usually does work out pretty often. So this is your first choice. Honestly, I personally don't think this defense is the best, but it will get you more wins. So if you're low in arena and you have the gear, if you have an ML Lidica and you have a Tenebria, this team would probably be like out of this world god tier. Because speed teams, if you have the gear for it, you're gonna be rolling in wins for defense. Because people are gonna try to stall you out, and then they're gonna realize that your units hit like a truck. But you know, it happens. The good thing with this team, this could also be an ML Chloe since you have the Sid. The biggest thing for this team that you have to think about when you're building a speed team is, okay, what units can people bring to stop my speed team? And that's the part where a lot of people forget. A lot of people don't think when they're building their arena teams, what beats my team? And if you don't think of what beats your team, your defense is going to get clapped. No matter how much theory craft you do, if you don't know what's beating your defense, you're not going to have a successful defense. So what beats this defense? Anyone that's faster than you. So if you don't have a good speed team, you're just going to lose straight up. People that have a similar team than you with this can put their exact same team and then you just lose. Like with their Oxlots. That's why I say Emma is the best for this, because Emma just naturally has higher base speed than Oxlots and Basar, so you're less likely to lose. But the other unit you hard lose to is Emoken, who, if y'all know, will just clap all your team if you can't one-shot him. That's where units like Watcher Shuri are really, really good. Sid, he can hit really, really freaking hard single target. He can probably one-shot an Emoken. Another one would be Arbiter Vildred, which is another reason why Sid is a really good unit, because Sid has the opportunity to do the ultimate on the Arbiter Vildred and kill another unit. So people are going to know that. People are going to be scared of that. They're not going to want to do it. That's the other reason why Sinful Angelica is a really good unit for your buff unit, because that means they can't stall you out with revives. So if you have a Sinful Angelica, really, really good. The best team I've probably seen do this would be Emma Lidica at the front, Sid at the side, ML Charlotte, or Tenebria. It was actually Tenebria. It was a Tenebria and then a Sinful Angelica. And it was ML Lidica went first, and then the ML Angelica went, then the Tenebria went, and then it was a Vildred, actually. It wasn't a Sid. It was a Vildred. Absolutely wrecks anything. You will most likely win that fight if you have that team. It's bonkers how good that team is for speed. But that's option one. Now, I've talked a lot about offensive team. Now let's talk about defensive team, because not everyone's going to get lucky rolls. Okay, so defensive team, what's the first thing you have to worry about as a defensive player? I already know. Do y'all know? What you have to worry about is you getting cleaved, which people seem to not think about. And I don't know why people don't think about this. You are going to get cleaved. So you have some options you can do. So that's the way that slow teams lose, is they lose to cleaves. And they'll just slap on all these tanky units. They're like, yeah, I got Crimson Armin, I got MLCC, I got Charles. This team's gonna survive forever. I got ML Chloe. And then someone comes in, like me, comes in with their Basar, strips buffs, comes in with Tywin, defense breaks everyone's, and then boom, you're done. Your defense, that is probably the worst defense you can do right now. People that still think that ML, CC, Charles, and SSB is a good defense, a good slow defense, I'm sorry, y'all, that is not a good defense. If you're still putting Charles, SSB, MLCC, and made Chloe, yeah, you're gonna climb up. You can probably get to Challenger with that, but you're not gonna be climbing, and you're gonna be getting wrecked a lot because that defense is not that good anymore. You lose hard to Roana. People don't realize that. You lose hard to a competent cleave team. So what can you do? So to counter cleaves, there are a lot of units. The biggest unit, who right now is probably the most tilting team, the most tilting unit for a cleave team, is going to be none other than AskCat. This guy, you slap on this guy on your tank team, you automatically will get way less people attacking you. Why? Because now you're introducing RNG. You're also giving your team defense percentage. Because if you have AskCat, you probably have gotten Cartuja in the past. You make your AskCat, he gives defense to the whole team. You build him stupid tanky, and he's so annoying because he's hard to kill, will always cause people to miss, and has that RNG factor that makes it a lot scarier for someone to come in and try to take out your team. So that's already your defense. If you have a slow defense and you slap this guy on, you automatically have a defense that's 100% better than whatever you had before. Because Assassin Cartuja is that good. But now, the other part is you need to think about debuffs. Because now the other thing you lose to is Dizzies. Because when I see an Assassin Cartuja and I don't see a cleanser, slap on a Dizzy, GG. I win the game. So I have to think, okay, what's gonna get me past this? So this, you have a lot of options. You have DJ Basar, who's really, really good. You have Destina, who, yes, I think she's getting a skin, which I'm super hype about. So that would be really nice. But the biggest one that most people will use, and I'll tell you guys why people use it, is Lilius. Lilius is just the best tank right now to put in a defense. I want to say she's the best defense unit right now. Then there's two factors for that. I haven't talked about the other factor. But the big thing, okay, first thing now, I see a Lilius, I can't Dizzy anymore. Unless I bring someone else. Because now you're going to have this Lilius in immunity set. And if I don't strip that Lilius, and I try to do my cleave, and I mess up because Assassin Cartuja's here, and I miss my defense break because I missed on Assassin Cartuja, you can come in with a fast Lilius, or as fast as you can build her. 200 is usually standard. 220 is a good Lilius. With a 200, 220 speed Lilius, ultimate, cleanse debuffs, push them back, mess up their combo, and GG. The other really good thing about Lilius, one of the most used cleave unit in the game is Basar. If you have a Lilius, you're automatically protected from Basar by a lot. And this combo here is insane for stopping Basar. Because it's like a 65% chance for Basar to miss on her. And if she misses on anyone else, that means Challenger Dami isn't getting her turn. And you can cut in with Lilius, do your ultimate, and then disrupt the whole combo. It's over. They lost. Like that's you win the defense. But now you have to start thinking, how can I do damage? I can't just tank forever. I have to find another way to do damage. So here, a lot of people will put a Charles. And Charles is so much better than Seaside Bellona now. Why do I say that? Because when you have a Charles, he doesn't lose to Roana. Seaside Bellona loses to Roana. The reason why is because Charles, the single target, so the heal is so much lower on Roana, and the double dunk, it does like 13k on one unit, not on the whole team. So that means that that one unit that's getting dunked on just took like 13, 14k damage, while they only healed like 2 to 3,000. And yes, they get like 10% combat readiness, but you have a Charles that's going to be dunking on everyone. You have a fast Lilius who's going to be disrupting and can also attack with the Charles, who can again do even more damage. So that's why I have seen a lot of Charles. Other really, really good units for here are Champ C, because this just absolutely stops people from bringing debuffs. So now you have Basar, then you have this. This combo stops Basar again, 100%. No, if I see this, I'm not using Basar. Like, I'm sorry. I'm either going to skip or try to build a team around it. But you want people to have that decision. That's what makes a good defense team. So right at this point, you counter Basar with Lilius. You counter any cleave, like Lilibet. No, I keep saying Lilibet. Lidica, you counter Lidica. The only thing you haven't countered is like what? Rusid? But who uses Rusid? Most people are using attack combat readiness boosters. You can still get cleaved by like Rusid, Sin, Vildrids, and even then it's like not really because of Lilius. So yeah, this is already, this defense, if you slap this on right now, I guarantee you will see your defense, even if you could not have your units geared, and you will see less people are attacking your defense just because you included these units. And then last but not least, in the last spot, I'm going to put back Charles because he's a good example of someone who does damage. Last but not least, the thing that will round out this type of team is some sort of support unit. So this can be damage support. So if you feel like you want more damage, and if you have a Kayron, this will make it so no Basar. Like, if I see Kayron, I'm like, skirt. I don't want to fight that. I don't want to deal with a Kayron. I miss on that Kayron, especially if I don't know if it's a fast Kayron. Is it a fast Kayron? Is it an attack Kayron? I don't know. If this is a fast Kayron, I just lost. You know? That's like facts. Like, I'm done. So that's an immediate skip. Another support, the other type of support, it's like support debuff. I used to have this, but I don't recommend it because you just lose to Champ Z. So don't do that. Some people have put Momo in there. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's that good, but people have put Momo in there. Another good unit, if you have, would be a Violet instead of the Charles. So let's just do it this way. Charles is just better in this scenario, but the other one would also be a Basar. So this is the one that I didn't want to talk until now, into the support section of your team. If you have a good Basar, this is ideal for you. If I put in the Charles, this is ideal for you because now you introduce another layer of RNG. Because if you have a fast Basar, he kind of acts as an anti-cleave. So this is like, you're gonna put this on there, and if it's fast enough to interrupt, you just won the fight. So for sure, if you have a good Basar, put it in there. It'll scare so many people out. You add another layer of RNG, and that's what you want to do. And that's it. That's how you build a defense. This is the formula. What you see right here, yes, it has a lot of 5 stars, but there are so many units that can replace these. One of the biggest units that I don't know why people don't use her more, and I think she's on the come up. I really do think she's on the come up. And I'm building mine because she's that good, is Elena. You put her in, even in place of Assassin Cartuja, this is so scary. Because it just becomes something that's like, okay, if their Basar is faster, I lose. If their Elena is fast enough and has immunity that I get pushed back and then she gets a turn before my combo gets off, like with the Lilius, I lose. If something, like there's so many ifs, and when they start asking if, that's when you know you want to fight. So this kind of leads me to the defense that I actually think is absolutely bonkers. I honestly think that this is probably one of the best defenses to make if you have the resources. It's something like this. Something along the lines of this. Why do I say this is bonkers? It's because Ambitious Tywin will immediately remove the buff from Basars. Elena gets 30%. So if you have a really fast Elena, and I've seen this, I've seen people with like 250 speed Elenas, like they will not invest in their speed units, but they invest in their Elena. And it literally becomes like if I see this and that Elena is really, really fast, faster than whatever I have coming up after my Bazaar, or if they have something like this. And then I come in, I do my ultimate, and I miss on more than one person, that means my Challenger Nami doesn't get a turn. If they have an Oxlots, they have to go for your Elena, and there's the risk that they will miss on the Elena. And then Elena comes in, gives your whole team invincibility, gives your whole team resist. Kayron just dumpsters on everyone if it's a speed team, and it's just GG. This beats most teams, which is why I think it's such a good defense. But I've been talking a lot. So I'm going to try to summarize everything I've said in this video in a condensed 2 minutes. So first things first, I'm going to show you my defense while I do this. You need something. If you're going, I'm doing this because I do a slow team. I talked a lot about the speed team. But just overall, if you want to get wins in Arena, you have to introduce what if to your defense. You have to introduce units that players with cleave teams and players with slow tank teams have to see the units and ask themselves, what if? What if they do X? What if they do Y? What if I miss when it's Assassin Cartuja? This is the reason why Assassin Cartuja has become one of the best defensive units, again, because there is so much what if now that you can't control it. It's something you can't control. So that's what you want to think when you're building your defense. And now we're going to be going to my defense, who has been pretty successful in the past, which is my Kayron, my Champzy, my Lilius, and my Bazaar. And the reason why this team is so good is because Bazaar introduces the what if he's faster than me. So automatically, Oxlots teams and all these other teams have to consider bringing Vildred, or they have to consider bringing a Oxlot or not Oxlot, any unit that gives speed imprint. So they immediately have to consider that. They have to think, okay, so he could be fast. He could be faster than me. And even if they're evenly matched, there could be speed RNG. So that's the first thing they need to think. If they think about cleaving me with Bazaar, Lilius is here. So now that introduces I can't really bring Bazaar. The other one, if they bring a C-set Bellona, they try to stall me out, they try to do some debuffs. I have a Champzy. They have to think, what if this Champzy solos my team? What if I put so many debuffs on him and then he just dumpster fires my team? And the last one is the Kayron, which is the damage aspect of my team, who I think is one of the best defensive units. Not only does he counter Bazaar, but you have to ask yourself again, what if, because Kayron has the fastest base speed in the game, and people build him fast or slow, so now you have to wonder, what if this Kayron is faster than his Bazaar and just one-shots my unit? You have to think, what if I miss? What if I can't debuff him? What if I can't stun him? Will he one-shot my unit? Will he get cleansed by the Lilius? And that's so many what ifs that it gets to a point where people are going to start skipping. Because they're like, I don't know. I don't know if I can win this or not. And that's why I have the defense I have. That's why I've been able to climb so much. And that's why I've gotten to this point. So that is all I have for you guys today. I will see y'all next time. Peace.